welcome back to another video. If you're new, hello, my name is Shali. So for today's video, this is a Valentine's Day inspired. This is pink purple vibes. It is the first video of the year. For those that didn't tune into my kids recreating one of my makeup looks, make sure you go check it out. So if you guys are interested on today's video, make sure to keep on watching.
Jumping into eyes, letting you guys know I did fill in my brows. I used a brow powder because I did run out of my CoverGirl pencil. So yeah, let's jump into concealer. Born This Way, concealer, yeah, what I said, concealer, in natural beige. I'm just gonna be carving my brows so like that we can prep it. Guys, usually when I'm doing colored looks I use my P. Louise base, but today I did not because your girl gotta restock like ASAP. So like I said, we're going to clean up our brows with this Morphe brush. Taking my Real Techniques a fluffy brush, and we are going to be buffing this concealer in, making sure there is no creases so we can prep it to apply our shades. It's all about preference, so if you want you can use a brush or you can use your sponge. Of course, jumping in with my Morphe palette, Boss Mood palette, and I think I only took like 2 shades or 3. I'm not so sure, but yeah, making sure there is no creases, guys, so the application can go smooth, no skipping, looks flawless, you know. Taking my M456 brush, and I'm going to be packing that shade in. Guys, I've noticed a big difference when I'm not using my P. Louise. I had to build the color like a whole lot. So yeah, that's like why I stay with my P. Louise, because the color like grips like super fast and the eyeshadow will be like hella pigmented. So you know, here I'm just building the color, and literally all I did was pack it and then blend out the edges to also use it as a transition color. So honestly, let me give you guys a tip. You know, every makeup artist already know that it's just making sure you're packing your shades in, placing them in the right placement so you can be able to blend out the edges to create, you know, that transition. You know, brushes are very important when you also are doing detailed looks, or you know, any looks. But as you guys see here, I'm cutting my crease with my Too Faced concealer. And guys, I used a flat brush, but this flat brush wasn't as flat as I wanted to. You know, like I said, brushes do make a difference when you do it on your eye, because this flat brush wasn't as flat as I wanted to. Like, my brushes are still packed, well, some. So you know, my eyes need to go check my cut crease brush, because I need them to be crisp. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They need to be crisp. So now, to blend out the edges of the cut crease, I am applying them in the outer corner, literally like in the outer corner where there was already color, and making my way in, so then I can add more, but applying it on top of the blend so we can go further in our cut crease, if that makes sense. You know, applying and set a bit of scratch that. Now we're going to be setting our cut crease. So if the cut crease is a little bit harsh, you're just gonna apply a little bit of setting powder so it can dim it down a bit. Okay, jumping into my duo glue and my NYX glitter. Because I felt like my cut crease wasn't as sharp, I'm going to get this detailed brush and just doing well, creating my wing liner. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Sorry for the language. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I can't talk. This, no, I'm sorry, guys. Like, if I pronounce something wrong, please don't judge me. Okay? So yeah, I'm just packing this glitter in, and then with a purple shade from the Boss Mode palette, I'm going to create a, you know, liner, and then just blending out the edges a bit. My mistake that I didn't do in the other eye, I promise I didn't do, I didn't apply the glue all the way near my lash line because I knew that I was gonna do an eyeshadow liner, but your girl was just too distracted and I forgot. So next time I'm probably gonna do my eyes first and show you guys, and then off camera do the other eye. Now I'm just going to apply my mascara, and you know, making sure the blend is there, and adding my lashes so we can jump into face. Now this is going to be a talk through, so be prepared because my eyes talk too much.
So now that we are done with our eyes, we're going to be jumping into face. So I did moisturize. I did use my Herbalife Daily Glow Moisturizer. This product, I've been using it for months already. This is the moisturizer I've been using. I am more on the dry side, so that's why I love to make sure I hydrate very well. So then you're going to be adding a primer. Primers are usually a sticky base, so like that your foundation sticks to your face so it can last all day. So for foundation, I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminous Foundation in shade 360C, Too Faced Born This Way in shade Natural Beige. And I like to mix these two up. And usually I like eyeball it, like knowing my match. And I like to like spread it. I'm like hella messy right now. Like, girl, why didn't you just get a brush? Sometimes I use my brush. It just depends the mood, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna be taking this cute sponge. I got this at Target. I don't remember what brand it is. I just seen it. I grabbed it because it was like hella cute. I'm going in with a damp beauty blender. You want to make sure you damp this, okay? You're going to wet it and then make sure you squeeze it a few times, so like that it can get very fluffy, you know, and very workable. Usually start like from down here and making my way up. And I just created my coverage. So what makes the application look very well is what you put underneath. So you have to make sure you're prepping underneath well. You make sure you cleanse your face, you exfoliate, or whatever the case may be. Your application can look like smooth and looking like a filter. You know what I'm saying? My brush, and I'm just going to press that. To contour, I'm going to be taking my 412 Infallible L'Oreal foundation, which looks like this. So I'm going to be adding here, create this shadow right here so I can look snatched. Now with concealer, I'm going to be taking my Fenty Beauty in shade 370. So this concealer shade is going to be matching my skin complexion. So what I like to use this is just to give me like that full coverage. The Juvia's Place in shade 15 concealer. Since it's like a lighter shade, I'm only going to be adding it like in the areas I want highlighted. in Brightened. Blending this in, and usually when you're blending in place and or blending upwards. You're going to follow your ear and then right here. Okay, do not go lower than that. You know, this year I need to try Hello products because I just be sticking with one, and that's not how it is. That's not how it is. Beauty blender, and we're going to be blending. Usually I like to start like from the bottom, making my way up with light pressure. We are applying our products to build a new layer of skin, so you have to be very gentle in every step, okay, because you don't want to move anything. To be honest, what I've learned is you can get any product, it's just how you use it. I know I already did the foundation portion of it, but it's like, how can I find my foundation shade? Now, you can either go to Ulta and, you know, they will assist you on, you know, finding your undertones and all of that. Do get to know your undertones, so like that, you know, you have a less variety section on how to find your color. If you don't know, just check your veins. I do have green veins and mine is like a warm undertone. Okay, now if you have, I think, like purplish or like blue veins, that's like a cooler undertone. I'm not sure, I'll probably like fucking Google that shit. Let me see, let me Google it for you guys. Okay, here is a perfect example. Now, if you have like purplish, greenish, you are a cool tone. You are warm if you have green. So I'm like a warm, yeah, I'm like a warm undertone. If you have like a purplish, greenish, you are neutral. Let me show you guys like a picture. So this is a purple, which is like cool. Green is warm, and purple and green, like a combination, is neutral. If something doesn't work for you, just, you know, make sure you save your receipt. You can return it if you don't want to keep it, you know. But you know, I used to make the mistake, but I used to keep all my products because at the end of the day I would find a way to work with it. And you see, I do take clients and things like that, so if something doesn't work for me, I just save it there for my client or whatever, because you just never know. I'm going to be taking my Anastasia translucent powder, and I'm going to be taking a brush for this. When I add my powder with a brush, it's like a more gentle application. You know, don't talk too much or don't let it sit too much because it creases. Under eye creases, you just blend it with a sponge and add your powder as quick as you can, girl. Make sure you're looking up so it doesn't keep creasing again. And now I'm just lightly just making sure that is set. You can use a smaller brush to really get in there, or you can use a sponge. It doesn't matter if it's damp, guys. You used it and you can go directly in there. You can use setting powder, you can use like regular foundation powder. I like to use my translucent powder because, believe it or not, I don't have face powders. That's crazy. I never have, actually. My Colourpop setting powder in shade medium deep, and I'm just going to warm up my face. You know, this technique right here, I always talk about it. You know, you don't have to do this. You can just use like a regular bronzer, like that's fine. I like to use a setting powder since it's more like lightweight, you know, because sometimes we can add all these products and like see all your pores. That's why I kind of don't like adding like a regular bronzer, because it amplifies like my pores. So I don't know, this is what works for me, so I'm just gonna stick with this because, you know. So I'm just gonna leave it like bronzy. This part. So now, of course, I'm going to be jumping with my highlighter. Taking my mist again. So I'm going to be taking my lip liner in shade Bar from Morphe. And for lipstick, I'm going to be taking shade Driver from Maybelline Superstay. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. Any other videos you guys would like to see, let me know down below. So I hope I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.